Welcome back to our Introverts guide on how to build your self-confidence. In part one of our video, which we filmed in January, we kind of set goals for ourselves. How can we be the better versions of ourselves? And now it's been 7 months and we're going to check in just to see how we're doing with our goals and any updates that we have. So let's do a little refresher. Let's go one by one and talk about what goals that we set in mind. So I'm going to pass it on to you.
For my goals, my first one was going to more social events and maintaining connections after. My second one was working on my personal style. And my third one was going on more solo dates. For going to more social events, I'm still working on that. I'm still working on going to more, but I have reached out to some friends to catch up and get some coffee. And when we go to random social events like K-pop events, I feel like we've been being more open-minded to talk to the people around us, people in line with us, and kind of talking to strangers. And Zen and I went to, it wasn't really a club, but a K-pop club night for the first time. We didn't meet people there, but it was a social event, social gathering. Though it's not super big social events, and yeah, obviously I don't have a list of 50 friends to show you. I feel like it's still progress compared to what I've done in the previous years where I don't reach out to people, I stay at home and I don't talk to anyone. So I feel like that's progress. The next one is working on personal style. And this one was actually the easiest to do because it's not that hard. I've definitely been able to experiment more with style and lean more towards the styles that I like, but also exploring styles I haven't tried yet. Similarly with makeup, I've been trying to be a little bit more adventurous, try to spice things up, but trying the different styles helped me build more confidence in myself and being more comfortable in my own skin and what I wear and just being more confident when I go outside, I guess, presentation-wise. And the last one is going on more solo dates. So I've been to some cafes and I've been just trying to do more things instead of just going straight to work and back home, trying to add some things in between work or clients. I'll try to add a little activity like going to the farmer's market or getting a little sweet treat for myself. I still have to commit to a further destination, but adding those little things helps make life a little bit less boring. Yeah, that's my progress.
Wow. How would you rate your progress? How do you feel like you did? Like a report card for yourself, I guess.
I'd give myself maybe a B. Yeah, I would give myself a B. I feel like it still needs work. I don't want to put myself down too much and be like, oh, you didn't do all these things. Any progress is still progress. So I feel like I'm proud of myself for not giving up on these goals because I could have just been whatever, I don't care. But I still tried. And so I give myself a B. I could do better and we will see.
So for my goals, the first one was experiment with different styles and makeup styles to find my own style. And then the second one was to be independent. So for my first goal, experimenting with different styles, I definitely think I did a couple times, but I kind of gave up near the end. I know I probably shouldn't have gave up, but sometimes it's hard to maintain that consistency. I definitely did try to find new styles, dress up a little bit different than I usually would at school or just outside. Makeup styles I didn't do too much of. All I did was maybe do eyeliner, which I didn't do before. I'm still figuring it out as I go. More recently, I've been trying to get into cuter, softer styles, which I think suit me more. And I've been shopping towards that. So I definitely think in the future, coming up, I'll definitely have more new styles to show you guys. So it's still a work in progress, but I definitely tried some out. When it comes to being independent, I think this one was the one I did more of. I did mention cooking and driving. And guess what? I've been a chef recently. Not so much, but definitely more than before. Roll the clips. I made grandma suvis. That was one of my first things I made. I made her breakfast and lunch. I also did Korean corn dogs, which was pretty crazy. I think that was my best one I made. I did smash burgers with her help too. And then I also made tofu, which was a little bit of a flop. But sometimes you need a little flop, That was the same with the outfit. Sometimes it flopped, but it's okay. The ups and downs, that's part of the journey. I definitely did some cooking and I will continue to do more cooking. And then I also learned how to drive. I think when we filmed it, I didn't even start driving, but I started driving. I did more lessons and guess what? I got my license. First try, got my license. I think that was mostly it. I think I did pretty well. I think I would also rate myself a B. I definitely could do a lot more. I'm pretty happy with my progress and I think that I'll continue to improve and get better.
My goals were a lot of internal goals. My first goal was being more confident in expressing myself. I talked about it in the first video where I just kept hiding who I was and I didn't want that anymore. I would say that's the one I feel the biggest change in. I really felt myself grow over these 6 months. I don't even know specifically what I did, but I feel very different and very confident. With friends, like some of the stuff I did to do that was just taking up space and actually being vulnerable and talking. If I caught myself detaching, I would call myself out like, oh my God, wait, I didn't actually talk about anything, like hold up, and then jump back into the conversation. I feel like the biggest growth in that area too is in my acting, just really believing in myself and my choices while I'm acting, like in scenes, but also like my career choices. I just feel like I'm moving through the world with a lot more confidence, and I have just so much belief in myself. Not to like not be humble, but like, yeah, I just like have a lot of confidence. My second goal was to be more comfortable with having less control. That had a lot to do with home life, and I would say it's been really nice. It kind of went with their goals. It's funny because all our goals kind of helped each other, where their goals were to be more independent and take more charge. Letting them cook and decide things has actually been my version of being in less control, and that's been really helpful, just letting them take some of the stuff off my plate. So that's been very helpful. Thank you so much. My third goal was to challenge myself more and just be more uncomfortable. So trying new things. I think that one is the one I struggled with. I did want to take new acting classes. I did take one casting director class. I want to take more just to learn different things, similar to being uncomfortable, kind of like what she was saying, going out, that K-pop club night thing. That was a very out of comfort thing.
We were so awkward at first. We were freaking out. It was really uncomfortable.
Yeah. Well, we went to two actually. The first one was fun. The second one, I don't know. But like we have a lot of texting Zeny. We were just like telling her how uncomfortable we are. And then we were like, we want to go home so bad. She's like, no, just wait it out. And then part of that goal, I think I lumped working out in there for some reason. But like I tried before our trip, we went really hard for like a month and it felt good and it was really nice. I would like to bring that back. So I think overall, I would also I want to give myself a B+. Why not? You know, I think I did a lot of the stuff and I do feel progress. So that's very great. But obviously there's always room for improvement. So obviously this is just a check-in, and the goals don't just stop after 6 months. It's not like, oh, you accomplished it, that's it. Moving forward, if we did like an end of year check-in, do you want to change anything, add anything?
I think I want to work towards going to more social events and I guess meeting more people. It's really hard for me to go out of my comfort zone, go to these events and talk to people. So I want to try to do that a little bit more, make more connections. Maybe it'll be fun. Who knows? For the style thing, not that I'm like, okay, this is my locked in style, but I mean, I don't really think I need to spend like that much more effort in it. Before it was just like getting over the fear of doing it. But now that I'm like a little bit more comfortable experimenting, I don't feel like I need to work on that as much anymore. The going on more solo dates, definitely doing more things by myself, just being comfortable, hanging out by myself. I actually want to do closer to what Zens were, where like it was more about inner healing and just being able to be more comfortable with myself emotionally. I feel like that's like a really big thing about like self-confidence, where I just want to be able to feel what I feel and be able to talk about it and be confident with what I feel instead of hiding it and not letting people know. I feel like confidence is like a really hard thing. Not having a lot of self-confidence really affects like every area of your life. Even the way I talk about myself or the way I like think about things, it's all like a result of like the lack of self-confidence. And I want to work on that more, just to be more free. I think that's a goal I want to add and work towards till like the end of the year.
For my goals, I think I'll stick with the two I already have. Like, I think I'm still obviously working towards improving my style and being more independent. I think that's very important for me. Just like going on my own and, you know, going for a drive or walking, you know, to places. I also want to say meeting new people from school and just being able to put myself out there and not being scared of expressing myself, because I know that's like a big thing about confidence. You'll feel so anxious of showing people who you are because you're scared of being perceived or judged by them. So I want to kind of push those thoughts away and just be myself and not think about what other people think about me, because being your true self is the most important thing. Similar to what they both said, inner self is very important. You gotta work from the inner self and work it outside. I don't know. Just working on my inner self and being able to express myself and be comfortable in who I am.
For me, I just want to add on to my already existing goals. I think the biggest area, once again, the being confident in myself. I've grown a lot of confidence internally, which is great, and I want to continue doing that. But I also want externally, kind of like what they were talking about externally, I also want to work on that, working out more, playing around with outfits, just like caring more about my appearance. So I wanted to add that onto my first goal. goal, but also continue all the inner work. The third area, which is challenging myself and being more uncomfortable. There's always room for uncomfortableness, and that's the only way you can really grow. So just pushing myself to do more things, whether it's take new classes, meeting different people, going to different events that I don't usually go to, things I wouldn't usually do. I would add more of that. I think this is a great check-in point for this mid-year review, and I hope you all have been having your goals and just reminding yourselves of your goals. If not, this is a great time to do that and just setting more goals for the rest of the year. It's never too late to start now. We really hope this encourages you all to be better versions of yourself.
If you haven't really been up to speed with your goals you set in the beginning of the year, or you didn't really set any at the beginning, even like a little goal, like, oh, let me just do this one little thing every day. Let me take like a 10-minute walk, or just like a small little thing you add into every day. That's still progress. And I feel like doing little things like that will definitely help. Give yourself more credit for the things that you do. It's all going to be okay. And hopefully by the end of the year, when we check back, instead of B's, we're all going to have A++, 100% and extra credit. Am I right?
Yeah.
Am I right? Yeah.
And with that, we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.